Alright. Hello? Okay, I'm just checking. Are we live? Are we live? We are! Hello, 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 everyone! Oh, man. Well, let's not waste any time. Let's just jump straight into things. This is Dracamar. This is a game that I got a... I saw it on Twitter. They were like, oh, content creators, do you want a key for this game? Reach out. And I reached out, got a key, and so I've been making content for it. Hi, Shadowrush.
The source of energy that connects everything.
So yeah, I've been making some content about this game.
The people of Dracamar have always lived.
It's just a simple little game, and I thought I wanted to stream again, so hey, let's just stream again.
The evil King Crad has captured Kuroki to absorb her energy and create the dreaded Moki Balls. And with them, he is transforming the cute Okies into terrible Mokis.
So yeah, this is a simple game. There's nothing, you know, crazy or groundbreaking, but I thought it'd just be a simple game to get into to stream. And I like a good platformer. Alright, and... okay, I think this is the one character I need to play to get the achievement. Because I think I've played all three... I've played the other two characters now. So now I just need this to play as this character to get the last achievement. Well, there's two achievements I need, but... alright, let's jump into this. So one thing that I find interesting is that the levels are a bit on the longer side compared to your traditional platformers as of late. You got Rayman. If you want to get 100% completion, there's like Rayman-esque cages to break. There are medals to collect. Oh, I have. I'm playing through it again for the stream.
Hello? Is anyone there? King Crad has captured Kuroki. Our world would not last without his energy source. We need help. Follow the path to reach the village.
But yeah, there's like 3 things for 100% completion. There are these medals, there are these Rayman-esque cages, and there are the seeds. Now we need to get the seeds because they actually are the thing that's gonna gatekeep progress in the game. So we have to keep an eye out for those, but if we keep an eye out for those, then that's going to be great. Oh yeah, you can pet all the enemies once you've like turned them back into good guys. So that, you know, that's pretty neat. We're going to just breeze along. And I'm going to try and keep an eye out for the seeds because, again, without those, we are going to reach a point where we'll have to, well, we'll just get blocked from progressing. And I'd rather not spend too long replaying levels when I'd rather, you know, be one and done with a lot of them.
Hello, my name is Falk. We have to prevent this disaster.
That name is on the cusp.
Hello.
Of being a swear.
My name is Petra. I am the master builder of Dracamar. You're just in time. But you have to hurry.
My name is Stubbs Toe.
King Crad has absorbed the energy of Kuroki and converted it into negative energy, transforming the Okies into Mokis and destroying all the connections between the islands.
Understood. I'll take care of it. How will we move from one place to another without bridges?
Oh, yeah, this is the part that they're talking about. So we need to collect Moki balls, which is pretty easy. We just beat enemies to get those.
Iko, where have you been?
You know, and the seeds.
Decided to join you. Iko is
otherwise, they won't build the bridges.
Who often works with us.
So the game does not reward you for beating the levels quickly. You need to actually be keeping an eye out for the seeds and stuff. I love
And
Heck,
now,
this new
hurry up.
character.
Follow the path to the tunnel and cross the mountain.
You can barely see him
We
under
have
the
to
PNG
stop this
tuber, but
madness.
you can see he's got the Ash Ketchum lightning bolt cheeks. Oh, there's... And one thing I've noticed is that there's always, like, one of the other characters.
Apparently, Moki Balls turn Okies into evil Mokies.
Oh no! Is there a
Oh,
solution?
fuck! Is there a
Sure,
solution?
just make them expel the Moki Balls and everything will be fine.
I'll probably, like I did before, I'll probably be skipping most of the dialogue,
sad to
unless
see
it's like with
Karoki's power
notable
falling into those
characters,
lizards'
just because a
hands.
lot of it is
I hope
just,
we can rescue her soon.
I guess flavor text, but it's like
Together,
the most vanilla
we
flavor
will make
text.
it.
Like,
I'm not
man,
sure.
I love the
I see
sun.
Karoki becoming weaker and distant. We have to hurry.
I do like that we essentially have the male, female, and non-binary options of the characters. Again, the only reason I picked this one is because there's supposedly an achievement for playing as all three. And I've just got 2 achievements to get till I've got 100% on the achievements. Hi, Aaron. Welcome to the stream. Exactly. Yeah. Oh, well, that blaze blocked off. That's great. What are you laughing at? Get out of here.
Oh no! King Crad has blocked the tunnel. You will have to find another way.
Boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, the stars in this game are used almost like a currency. Every time you beat a boss, you get access to a shop with this moon guy, and he will sell you cosmetics mainly, but he'll also sell you a free seed for progress. So even if you don't find every seed in every level, it's not the end of the world, because, you know, you can just buy one from the moon and, you know, you'll be set on the same path. I only just realized my membership ran out. No! Boom. There we go. These are the Moki Balls, by the way, that we also have to collect. Oh god, I heard some news recently, by the way, on games that interest me personally. I heard that Dev Sisters of Cookie Run are, like, facing some financial troubles, which is a massive shame because I really like the Cookie Run games. It's like
Remember to collect the negative
one of the
energy in the form of
few,
Moki Balls.
like, mobile game publishers. Like, they desperately want your money, but they won't, like... But I've never had a situation where I felt like they forced me to spend money. Which makes it a shame that they're currently facing financial hardship.
These damn dragons have stolen.
Damn!
Are you sure?
We got damn
Why
and
did they need a
fuck!
pot?
They will have to eat at some point, right? The tastiest chestnuts in Dracamar are prepared in my...
And nuts! Damn! Oh. Today has been an interesting day. Whee! I'm still looking for the one seed this level has. There we go. Oh gosh. There we go. I'm trying to remember where the seed is. Boom. Boom. There we go. Oh. So I didn't realize I was being jumped. I'll admit I wasn't really paying attention to the Moki that was trying to jump me. There we go. Ooh. See what's down here. Is it the seed I need? No, it's this guy. So this guy's hidden around in levels and gives you extra stars. I don't know what else I don't think he has any other purpose. There we go. Right, we keep on progressing. Oh! There we go. As you'll see, like, this game isn't very difficult, so we're gonna be a lot of the time the deaths in this game are gonna come from my own hubris. Because there are just gonna be times where I'll do something stupid and that's how I'll die. But the game really is not difficult. Oh yeah, one of the main game mechanics is that your Oki here, or Eco as he's called, will transform into stuff to help you progress through the level. Basically. There we go. The thing I find fascinating is, like, I actually have streamed one of this developer's games before. It would have been during my Twitch days, I'm pretty sure, when I streamed, like, My Friend Peppa Pig. And I didn't realize until I checked their Steam page. And I was like... And I was just like, oh my god. And I basically, when I did my Duominus review, I was like, please, we could let them make games that aren't Peppa Pig. Like no development studio should ever have to suffer through that. Yeah, the names aren't exactly creative. There's Oki, which is O-K-I, which are the creatures that you're seeing around here. And our one's name is Eco, which is Oki spelled backwards. And, you know, Okis, when they turn evil, are turned into Mokis, like Malicious Oki or something like that. At least that's why I'm guessing why they've been named that way, anyway. It's not the most creative naming on the planet. Here we go. Oh gosh. There we go. Oh, that didn't actually lead to anything. Oh, hang on. There we go. Well, we've got our second medal at least. By the way, despite me saying that most of my deaths are going to come to my own hubris, you know, there's no life system, so I am free to make as many mistakes as I like. Whoa! Whoa! There we go! Boing! On gaming, I remember during 2025, I saw the whole thing about, like, Dandy's World on Roblox, and I thought, oh, I do Roblox streams, why don't I do that? But I get the feeling, like, as I was playing it, I was like, I don't know how exciting a stream this would be. So I've kind of just, I don't think I'm going to be doing a Dandy's World stream, despite the fact that I was thinking, oh, I might do more Roblox streams. And was looking for other things that I can stream besides just Roblox BattleBots. Don't be silly. Right. Oh, hang on. Oh, wait, no, we do go this way. What am I doing? So, well, I'm glad I went back because I managed to get the seed. There we go. Also, probably not the best time for Roblox stuff right now. I have zero context for this. I will give the enemies this. A lot of them are dealt with in different ways. Like, there are these big ones, which you have to let ram into stuff, get dizzy, and then you attack them. There are these crab enemies where you have to fire their own, you know, hit their own projectiles back at them like a parry. Like, as easy as the game is, it's not like the game doesn't have a bunch of things going on in it. And it's kind of why I find the game interesting. Like, I like playing some easier, like, platformers and whatnot sometimes, just to scratch an itch. And I feel like this is going to be a pretty good option in that. You know, the kind of, like, shut your brain off, just, you know, jump around kind of experience. Woo! Heck, Roblox, we're going back to scratch. To be honest, I'm not sure what's happened, but it is also Roblox. Oh, as I was saying, it is Roblox, so chances are anything could have happened. They seem to be a controversy magnet. Whoop. We go. There we go. Nice. We're only missing like one medal. So I'd say we actually did alright. Which doctor in Fortnite went? At this rate, it could happen at the rate things are going with Fortnite. Oh yes, another way we can get the Moki Balls is with these capsules. Because when you hit them, they scatter a bunch everywhere. One thing that I do like is that a lot of this stuff... It's not like a lot of this stuff is, like, crazy hidden or something like that. Let's see. Diamond. Diamond. There we go! Alright. And there we go! First level 100%ed. And it's like, as long as we don't even need to find all the medals, as long as we just keep trying to find all the seeds, that's the main thing that we need. I like how the medals have funny faces, yeah. And I'm pretty sure each level has, like... I could be misremembering. I'm pretty sure the medals have different faces depending on the level as well. We're gonna have to keep an eye out on that one. But I'm pretty sure they do get different faces each time. It's just nice little touches, to be honest with you. Look at that, and boing! I like quirky little platformers. I did a whole video on the Chip Flake platformer, which actually did way better on the TheDominus channel than I expected, as it got like 1K views, which, given that the channel is absolutely tiny, is way better than expected. And it wasn't even the shorts review that got that 1K views, it was like the main one, which is pretty nice, because it seems like nowadays it's the shorts that are the gateway to views. Alright, there we go. Running over to the next level. Notice how we've already spent nearly 20 minutes on this stream, and we've only passed the first level. This is what I mean, like, the levels are on the longer side, but I feel that there's enough variety going on that it's not really a problem, to be honest. Okay, and... again, just gotta keep an eye out.
The forest is full of Mokis. What a disaster. Be careful.
I think I'll be fine. Boom, there we go. I don't know if I'm ever gonna fully 100% one of these, yeah, this game. Like, get all the cages, get all the medals. I think my main goal is just get all the Steam achievements. Here we go. And I've only got 2 Steam achievements to get, and I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get both of them during this stream, which will be pretty awesome. We go. I love how the game doesn't have a failsafe for when you knock a Moki to their doom. So you're meant to be saving them, but we totally just killed that one by knocking it off the cliff. Oh, I didn't. Wait, how compressed was that? Ooh, I don't like that. I mean, I appreciate them giving like the tutorials for people, but wait, how would you even access that if you didn't? Okay. There we go. Me as I beat you to death. I'm helping you, I'm helping you, I'm helping you. There we go. And that's the first button. Okay, we're unlocking the gate. Whoop. Okay, where's this flower leading us? Oh, I see. That was a shortcut for us. Oh, no, you're kidding. I was so hoping that tree was fully solid. I'm almost certain that you could probably break this game if you knew exactly where to platform, because there's enough platforming movement options that I'm pretty sure you could just break the game if you so wished. When the hero saves the city from the villain, but they also cause billions in damages. Isn't that just like Man of Steel and stuff like that? And of course, like 99% of superhero movies, but that's the main ones I think of. Oh. I remember I found a glitch where if you die, this will be shown in like the extras Let's Play, but I found out there's a section where if you like turn the Mokis into Okis and then die, the Okis from before stay and more spawn in, meaning that you can just get like infinite Okis there. It doesn't do anything for you, it's just a weird visual thing. You saved the city. City basically looks like Crisis City. I had considered it, but I just don't have the patience to push it to its limit. What do I look like? RT Game? What do I look like? Backseat? I say that knowing that I love both of those channels. There we go. If you've never seen Backseat streams, they are an absolute blast to watch, honestly. Like, I discovered them through their FNAF Security Breach video. Obviously, Security Breach is a very notoriously broken, buggy game. But, like, Backseat manages to break it and other games in ways that you wouldn't necessarily even think to be possible. In fact, with the Poppy Playtime games, he's very good at breaking those, and that only stopped because, like, they've managed to railroad the game so much that now Backseat can't break them anymore. Or at least not as easily. I'm curious, where does this one lead? Oh, okay, let's try this again. go. I gotta have a question answered for me, but, you know, I gotta answer myself a question today. I saw that on the Too Good To Go app, which is like a food waste saving app. Basically, you get the goal of it is like you go to a restaurant, pay a, you know, let's say you pay like let's say you pay $10, right? And they'll give you 20, 25 bucks worth of food, but it's all food the restaurant was going to throw out, so you don't really get to choose what's in it, which is partly why it's so cheap. But you got food for cheaper, and the restaurant got to to avoid food waste. Yeah, a bit of a win-win. And I saw there was like an all-you-can-eat buffet in there, and I was like, well, how does that gonna work? And it turns out, like, they give you two small containers and let you just fill up with what is left over, which is a weirdly, like, buffet way of doing that. Let's see. Oh yeah, I found that doing that gives you like a little bit more forward momentum when moving, which is why I'm doing it. So yeah, you're gonna see me rolling around at the speed of sound a lot. Actually, I'm gonna find out something real quick. No, okay. I was hoping that maybe by holding down it would just keep rolling. No, I am doing it correct, much to my sadness. What? That barrier did nothing! Have I played A Hat in Time? I actually have. I think I even did it for a stream once. I love A Hat in Time. It's actually probably one of my favorite games of all time. It's such a blast. Just honestly, it is actually really fun.
Hold on tight.
I actually did a review for it not too long ago for my TheDominus channel. Where I, like, talked about it and the DLCs, and I mentioned how Vanessa's Curse is, like, it's not exactly active. Like, it's basically to explain. So, like, A Hat in Time came out with several DLCs. There's stuff like Seal the Deal, which I think is pretty good, but Yakuza Metro, you know, knocks that out of the park. And then there was Vanessa's Curse. And Vanessa's Curse is a multiplayer game of tag, essentially. But the thing is, it's 5-year-old DLC, I'm pretty sure at this point. But, you know, it's a years-old DLC at this stage. For a multiplayer... Yeah, it's multiplayer DLC. So safe to say, it's not exactly populated anymore. And so, you know, when I did the review, I was like, look, the game, like, the game is fun. Play the game. The DLC, Vanessa's Curse, is dead. Maybe avoid that. Get the Seal the Deal and the Yakuza Metro DLCs. And then I had someone be like, oh, well, you know, did you try it with these keywords? There's usually more people on those. And I did. And I got one. Because I was like fully ready to do like an I'm sorry, I was wrong update. Where I was going to be like, I was wrong. I didn't account for the different keywords. And the game is actually far more populated than I was expecting. And then it turned out there was only one other player, so I ended up not needing to make that retraction because my point still stood pretty firm, I felt. And to be honest with you, even if it was heavily populated, I just don't think Vanessa's Curse is my jam. I like A Hat in Time to play through all the platforming challenges, not to play tag. Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on. I was not... Did I not? I need to find the screw so I can get the last seed before I finish the level. Otherwise, I'll have to replay this again. Have I played Donkey Kong Country 2 for the SNES? I have not. However, I do have Nintendo Switch Online and a Super Nintendo, like an actual Super Nintendo. So that is something I could do. I don't have a cartridge of Donkey Kong Country 2, but I'm just saying, like, I could probably look into the prices at some point, or just go on Nintendo Switch Online. So yeah, I'll absolutely check that out at some point. Don't do the barrel glitch. I know exactly what glitch you mean. I know exactly what glitch you mean. I've watched the video. The videos. Okay, I clearly missed what I was supposed to do. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit too caught up in the chat right now. Alright. Whee! Alright, where's the screw? Am I going insane? For how janky some of those games were. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I was so focused on... Okay, there we go. Now I can get the seed. Hooray! I got my Super Nintendo sometime last year. It was like... Because I like collecting old consoles. I think I've discussed this on the channel before. I like collecting old consoles. I've had a bit of a lull in collecting consoles. More, I've just been collecting the games. But the Super Nintendo was like always one that was like high on my list of ones I still needed to get. And so when I saw it, it was like relatively like affordable, and I was like, oh, finally I can get it. And I got a bunch of games too. And I think the eBay seller where I was buying because I saw someone who was selling a job lot. I say job lot, it was like 6 games. They actually ended up giving me a Super Famicom game, and I don't know if there's a way I can work around it. So I've got like Street Fighter. I got 2 copies of Street Fighter 2. One is the regular one, and one is a Japanese Super Famicom cartridge. Old consoles like the PS4. Don't. It is old at this point. Oh, it's sad. There we go. Whoop. And whoop. There we go. If I'm being real, new games are better than older games. That's just nostalgia hijacking people. It depends, really. I think that there are still some old games that absolutely do hold up in many ways, but it does ultimately depend on what you're looking for. Visually, no. 99% of older games look bad. Like, for instance, after playing through Spyro... I've been playing Spyro Reignited Trilogy again, and I don't know if I can ever go back to the original Spyro games, because as much as I love the original Spyro... visually, it is so... Spyro Reignited Trilogy is so definitively the best, like, way you can make the original Spyro games look. I think there's no other option. Oh, God. I remember, like, a year or two ago, someone posted a fun fact. So, I'm sure most of us know about the Angry Video Game Nerd, right? So the fun fact was something like... The Xbox 360 or the Wii was as old at that point in time for us. Like basically the Wii and Xbox 360 are as old to us as the NES was when AVGN was reviewing it as a retro console. Which is terrifying to think about. There we go. Older games won't ask me to connect to the internet. Oh, that is sad, honestly. Yeah. It's kind of crazy. Like, I think we kind of don't think about how much time's passed. Like, but I'm pretty sure the 360 is like 20 years old now, isn't it? I could be mistaken on that one, but that's pretty wild. There we go. Turned 20 in November. Oh, yeah, because it would have been 2005, not 2006. Oh, my God, though. That is deeply sad. And it was the last console that Halo had a truly great game on. At least according to my brother, who Oh gosh. Whoa, whoa. Okay. Sorry, I had to readjust myself there. Whoa! There we go. And yet it doesn't feel retro because it still has technologies we still use. Like the Kinect. We all still use the Kinect, right, guys? Right? Right, guys? Right, guys? The Switch, isn't that 2017? Isn't it approaching 10 years old at this point? Like, I think that's the reason why they had to move to the Switch 2 at this stage, because the Switch 1, as much as I love it, it is getting old. It is 2017. That's crazy. How did I remember that? And still no new 3D Mario game. Odyssey doesn't exist. Oh, man. I always think it's funny to think about how Breath of the Wild was originally a Wii U game. But it took so long that it became a Switch game. Kind of like Twilight Princess was both a GameCube and Wii title. We did get another Mario and Luigi, though. True, true. I will tell you this, though. One thing that sucks about retro game collecting now is the obvious thing of the price is rising, because one thing I always think about, and I can't remember if it's, you know, the exact number, so I always wager the two prices, but I think it's the lower one, which is why I think about it so much. When I got an NES back in the day, because I was watching AVGN and Classic Game Room. Classic Game Room, by the way, the oldest game review channel, like, show on the internet, because it started in, like, 1999, and, you know, on and off has been going ever since. But I liked, you know, watching the different takes on NES games and whatnot, and so I wanted to get one. And I got onto eBay. Oh my god. Wow, as I was saying. Probably. But I got an NES with kids with a McDonald's game and Marble Madness, 2 controllers, you know, all the cables you need, for like either 15 or 25 bucks. I say maybe 25 because I can't remember for 100% certain anymore, because I'm pretty sure the email of me buying it is even lost to time at this stage, but I have a feeling it was 15, but I just can't prove that to myself anymore. But that's like how cheap retro gaming used to be at one point. Like, just, you could have people who were just like, I don't want this old thing anymore. You just take it for tuppence at this point. Whereas nowadays, it's like, oh no, if you want this NES that's collecting dust in my garage, you gotta pay £5 trillion. Yes, I've seen that. I watched a whole documentary about Wata Games, and they're scamming. They were scamming, basically. Like, I think I can get away with saying that they were scamming. I don't think I can be sued for defamation, because it was quite clear that, you know, they were scamming. Basically, for the uninitiated, Wata Games is like one of those, like, or was, I guess, because I think they're shut down now. Oh my god. They were like one of those companies that like rated like video games on their quality, and then they would put it in a plastic sarcophagus. And basically, Wata Games was profiting off of that by basically they would take a game that, you know, they would buy a bunch of a game basically, and then they would say, oh, this game is, you know, this game that was worth $50 is actually worth 5,000, and then they could resell the games, you know, graded as high quality at a markup, basically, because like they basically fudged the value so that they could resell the games at a markup, and they only got caught because they got too greedy. And Super Mario Brothers they wanted to try and do it for, like, millions. Like you said, like, in the Pawn Stars thing, they wanted $1 million for Super Mario Brothers, and it was only then that it got to the point where they were like, something's fishy here. Something ain't right. You know, like that's when people started going, hang on. Wasn't the most expensive game at one point Nintendo Campus Challenge a game where there's only one copy in existence, and it was valued at 10 grand? How come it's now that much? That doesn't make sense. Yeah, it literally was like market inflation, and it really, like... Oh, it was just... It caused a lot of controversy. Also, I was right about the faces. Look at that. It's different faces. But yeah, the very obvious inflation of the market value of these games caused a lot of controversy. They do that with Mustangs, $20,000 for a 70s car with the worst Mustang engine ever. It's really greedy, and thankfully, I think to an extent, like, it's still massively overinflated, unfortunately, retro games, but... Okay, you're meant to hit 3 switches, but I can do it just with 1. Okay, I can normally do it with just with 1. I don't know what happened to the gravity there. But the retro games market, you know, has gotten a little bit more affordable since then. Like, there's still way too many hyper expensive games, but it feels like you can get some games without going into terminal bankruptcy. I'm the only person who should be wanting those and getting those, lol. There we go. I did not find a single seed in this level, which is mildly concerning. I think I know what one of the seeds are, but like, the fact that I didn't grab a single one is a little off-putting. I'm so glad I got 64 gigabytes of RAM before the RAM spike. I think I'm at like 32 gigabytes? Which is an upgrade over my old computer. My old computer started with 16, and then I upgraded it to like 24 gigabytes of RAM, I'm pretty sure. Which, yes, is a very oddly specific number, but that was just what I could get my... That was just me, like, cannibalizing RAM from another computer. I'm not much of a car person, so I could not tell you for myself, honestly. Whoop. See. There we go. Okay, and I know that this second seed of the level is over there, at least. So we missed one for sure, but I'm glad that we're going to get at least one, because we don't need all of the seeds, but we do need to, like, capture as many as we can, otherwise we are going to be replaying levels, which is going to elongate things. Oh gosh. Sorry, I looked away for a second, and I've screwed it. Okay, well, let's just die and do this again. Y'all behind the times. Just go into the data center and steal it all. All that RAM for free. I endorse this message. I'm TheDominusIgnis, and I endorse this message. I absolutely, without a shadow of doubt in my mind, I hate AI. I hate AI so much. It's ruining everything. Screw you, J-Slat. I'll steal all the RAM I want. Oh, steel cage. There we go. Nice. We're absolutely killing it right now. And the boss is unlocked. Hell yeah!
Perfect! We've reached a farmhouse where we can plant oaky seeds. We need the special oakies that grow from these seeds and the energy from a few Moki balls to rebuild the connections between the islands.
Alright. And whoop. Let's go into the farm.
Excuse...
This is a whole joke where they're like, oh yeah, you need to spend a lot of time watering them. Oh, I've seen the videos. They could just move 2-3 cannons down where it's a worse area. I just don't like the data centers at all, truth be told. It's just, it sucks, really. What about this on my finger? They're not only very powerful, but they're also very loud. Oh yeah! Have fun, like, having where you live become basically a friggin' nightmare because of all the pollution. There we go. So we got 5 of them. We're gonna get 1 from the moon, meaning that down the road we're probably gonna have to come back just to find that seed that we missed earlier. But that's fine, it's fine. That's not so bad. Let's go fight the first boss. So, the thing with the boss fights is that all of the bosses are essentially characters that you end up meeting that get turned evil as well. Like, this one's the old lady that we saw in the first level. Oh yeah, and her cooking pots. Okay.
Run as fast as you can. The water is rising very quickly.
Don't worry, Petra. I think I've got this. Boing, boing. Also, I've been playing Tomodachi Life recently, and I've been having a absolute blast with it. I was like, I knew that I had to hold off on doing Tomodachi Life because I knew that playing it might eat up into my video editing time, and oh my god, it absolutely has been a time sink for me. I've been spending so much time on Tomodachi Life. I actually have had to stop myself from playing it the past day too, just to get cracking on with like games, like not games, getting cracking on with videos and stuff. Otherwise, I will never make another video again. Now, the bosses are pretty easy in this game, because you're essentially in a Croc Legend of the Gobbo style arena, where there's not really a bunch of space to run around anyway, so they can't make it too difficult. Dracamar Kaizo when? Oh my god, could you imagine? There are ways you absolutely could make a Kaizo out of Dracamar. Ow. There we go. One more hit to go. I also like the art in the game. Oh. Like, I think they've got some very talented artists. Okay, can I get the one that I can hit you with? Thank you. My goodness. There we go. 140-hour-long railroader playthrough when Euro Truck Simulator 2 stream when. I think I actually have one of the Euro Truck Simulators, actually.
I feel dizzy. What a strange sensation. King Crad was inside my head.
Oh, she'd be very angry if she knew how Mike Wazowski she is right now.
Thank you so much for your help. And thank you too, little one. I can see that you're a very special Okie. Bigger!
Thank you for these delicious chestnuts.
Oh yeah, the voice acting can be a little all over the place.
Another day, I'll make
Some of them,
some pine nut banayettes that will blow your mind.
some of them I think are all right, and then some of them, like King Crad and Fock here, are a bit hit and miss. As funny as Fock's name is. Here we go. Listen to this.
Jeez, how could you beat me?
Jeez, how could you beat me? I'm really upset about what has just happened. Can't you tell? I'm really angry.
Great! You have recovered a golden seed.
I think we
These
need
are the
4 of
most
them to get to the
special
final
seeds
level, so
and
there's
can
4
only
bosses that
be
we have to
planted on
beat.
Corellia Island.
BeamNG stream wed.
Unfortunately,
That's probably
Corellia
sooner than you
has
might
been
think, because I have played a bit of
completely cut off.
BeamNG now.
You will have to find a way to get
I think
there.
the only problem I'd have is, like, I need to think of ways to make it last an entire stream. As I'm a little bit unsure if I've got enough ideas for BeamNG to necessitate an entire stream. That reminds me, sorry, I'm just gonna check something really quick. So I'm literally just gonna check something real quick. Give me one moment. Also get automation. Oh, silly me. I'm on the... Let me just do that real quick. Alright. And here we go. You can make your own cars, and automation is an in-game tool where you can import them into BeamNG. Oh gosh. I'm gonna make the most effed up car imaginable. I can just envision it. Alright. Let's go! There we go. I can finally try something. I want to check something real quick. Oh, I've already done my 10 free gift memberships of this month. Well, it was worth a check. It was worth a check. Ooh. There we go. There we go. Nice. Oh god, I killed 2 of them. No. No, they're dead. They're dead. Oh god. What do you think of the newest heavy arena in R2 having 20 pits? I need to look into this. Like, I know that I did see new arenas and stuff, but like, I admittedly haven't looked too deep into it. That sounds crazy. That sounds absolutely crazy. Whee! Boing. The ladybug is like the ball where it rams at you, but it's a flying one. I find it to be too much of a hassle to go after typically, so I just avoid it. You gotta see all enough figurine that was made. Just a hole in the ceiling? What? I am insanely curious now. Also, I need to switch characters because I really want to get that achievement, but I clearly need to do it all in one playthrough in order to get it, because I have now played as all 3 characters, but just one on each save file. So clearly, if I want to get this achievement, I need to ditch this guy after this level and go play as one of the other characters. Oh my goodness. There we go. There we go. We got the first seed. That's good. Progression continues. Go. Oh yeah, there's usually not anything over here, so we just move along. There we go. And I see. Oh yeah, that happens unfortunately sometimes with YouTube streams. I've noticed is that I don't know what it is. Just for sometimes it buffers to hell and back. I don't know if it's like because it's a 1080p 60 FPS stream, if it's because I tried to turn the latency down so I can react to chat more quickly and then it just affects everyone else. I don't, truth be told, no. It could also just because YouTube is not very good at what it does sometimes. But yeah. Oh, I missed. Oh, that shows me for trying to be smart. I need to know my place. Whee! Oh. Down here. The second seed. That's perfect. Boing. Oh, there's another cage that I could go after, but I don't really feel like it. Whoa! I just clipped through the wall! Oh no! I guarantee you there are some ways to break this game that the developers just were not anticipating. It's probably because YouTube sucks. Yeah, you're right. Oh, hang on. There we go. I like Spaghetti Code. Spaghetti Code can be very interesting. Getting to see the different ways that you can crack because like good Spaghetti Code is when a game otherwise functions completely fine, but there are ways that you could break it if you try hard enough. That's the good Spaghetti Code. Bad Spaghetti Code is when the game just doesn't function. I was actually telling Shadowrush about this, but I think at this point I'm gonna call the code in WWE games to be like perpetual stew code, Because there is stuff in there that is, like, clearly from, like, many, many, many games ago that they just haven't removed. For instance, not only is there, like, a bunch of assets which are, like, updated over time, but you can trace their origins back to the PS2 days, but there's stuff like, ow. Sorry. As I was trying to say, there's stuff like, the height, which basically in the old WWE games, you could set a women's wrestler to be as small as 5'1", and a men's wrestler to be as tall as 7'4". But neither, men couldn't be 5'1", women couldn't be 7'4". I don't know why there was that height disparity, but there was, and it was very, very peculiar. But eventually 2K was like, okay, let's fix this height disparity. Everyone gets the same height slider. But the height slider now starts at 5'4" and ends at 7 foot. So 5'1" and 7'4" are just now off the table, unless you hit the randomize button when you're setting the body type. Then you can still get 7'4" and 5'1", because they clearly never actually removed it from the game. They just tried to lock it off. Because I don't think they know how to remove it at this stage without bricking a bunch of stuff, I have to imagine. So they just don't even try. There's still Windows 95 code, Windows 11. I know that the main reason that they keep some of the old Windows 95 stuff is for compatibility reasons, because there is just legitimately stuff in Windows that wouldn't run without it. But it is, like, very much a great example of what I mean when I say perpetual stew code, because it's like rarely is stuff removed, mainly it's just stuff is added on top of the layers that already exist. Overwatch had a bug many, many years ago where instead of a maximum of 6 CPU bots in custom, you could have up to 255. Oh. I'll need to triple check to see if I can find those robots on the workshop, Roughhouse, honestly. I'm sure they are. For the record, I'm sure they are on the workshop. I just need to go looking for them. Oh wait, hold on. Oh yeah. That's another instance of it, actually, where they'll end up just renaming a bunch of wrestlers, like, entrances to, like, where it'll be, like, Old Night King, aka Kofi Kingston. Or, like, if Big E ever leaves, it'll be, can you feel the power? Like, I love whenever they do that. It's so transparent that rather than remove the animation, they're gonna keep it, but just they gotta give it a new name. Danhausen is gonna be in 2K26 in the Ringside Pass, actually. That's gonna future update though. TSW6 still has their name as... Oh my goodness, that's crazy. The Wyatt 6 as the 6. Yeah, Uncle Harry would be like, say uncle. Sorry, it's so funny some of the names they end up giving, like when they have to rename a character, like a thing. Is this the one to change the name? No, that's wardrobe. I need to find the one where you can change the character. There we go. Let's go. Probably the best thing that's happened to WWE in years. Genuinely, I love I love how Danhausen... Okay, so Danhausen's debut had wrestling fans all like, oh no, this is really bad. Because it was, like, really awkward. Nobody knew what to make of it. It genuinely was like, it made people kind of cringe a little bit. And then everyone kind of caught on, like, on the next night. When Danhausen went, the night was amazing, everyone had thunderous applause, and now Danhausen wants to be a Hall of Famer. And everyone was like, oh, He's meant to be like that. Oh, it's funny now. and it's just built and escalated ever since. And I frigging love Danhausen. I've loved Danhausen since AEW, to be honest. Oh god, yeah, the Wyatt 6 release was depressing. I can't believe that they released, like, I'm surprised, like, Bo Dallas is the one that surprises me the most, because I could see them releasing the others but keeping Bo, because, like, Bo could keep the flame lit, given the whole, you know, Bray Wyatt tribute act, because he is the literal brother of Bray Wyatt. But the fact that they removed him too kind of had me, like, shocked. His cooking channel is also in Hinge. Oh gosh, yeah. I'll have to check. I do need to check that out. Raphael, sorry for the wait there. Going along, collect 3 stars. There we go. Boom, medal, lovely. There we go. Let's see. Oh, it's this guy again. I shall keep that in mind. For the 2nd anniversary, RC should receive a cluster bot called Duo. Oh my god. It just keeps escalating. Ow. I remember, like, it just seems so, like, weird, all of the cost-cutting measures. Oh, do you know, okay, on the disrespect bit, I need to talk about one thing that when I saw the headline, I was like, this might actually just be evil from WWE. Right, so WWE, okay, this is purely rumors. I want to stress, this could all, so the stuff I'm about to talk about, it could turn out that it's not true, but apparently one of the reasons given for some of the wrestlers that are still in WWE getting pay cuts is because there's not the house shows anymore, because, you know, well, part of the reason that they were getting paid so much was for the travel and the hotels. So, you know, now that they're not doing house shows, you know, there's no need to pay them as much. So, you know, some wrestlers took some pay cuts. And then they brought back house shows, and if this is all, like, accurate, then that is evil. And not very nice, very evil Danhausen. I just mean evil. That is screwed up if that actually happened. I missed the medal. Screw it. I don't care. Oh, yeah, that unlocks the door so I can go back and get the medal. But I really am not bothered about the medal right now, because that is not vital for progression. The seeds are the more necessary thing, and we haven't got any seeds. But I'm pretty sure in this level they are, like, both, like, right at the end of this level. So I'm not too stressed right now about it. Oh gosh. There we go. Oh god, the increasingly large amount of Unos. Evil, yes. Add a character for WTKO. No, yeah. I remember, like, the thing is like, I was saying, like, with stuff like New Day leaving, it's like, TKO want to treat wrestlers like they do the UFC fighters, where they can underpay them whilst squeezing as much as possible out of them. But it's also an industry that has people like that is famous for people like Kevin Nash getting paid countless amounts of money to do basically nothing. Like I feel like for the majority of it, a lot of wrestlers are just too smart to be exploited like that, and are actually the ones that will do the exploiting a lot of the time. So I just, like, apart from, like, the desperate ones that they can get away with doing that too, I just don't see them having many instances where they can get away with trying that, honestly. Oh, man, if I did go back, I could just finish this level off with everything. But I just can't be bothered. There we go. Boing, 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 boing. Also, I'm trying something new with memberships. I don't know how well it's going to work, because again, it depends on how much time I've got free to do it, but I'm going to try and make it so, like, members get early access to some videos, like, kind of like how I've been doing, like, the marathons for what were member exclusive videos. I think what I want to do mainly is, like, give members early access to some videos and then release them for everyone else, but we'll see how that goes. Whoop. I really want to see pipe. Oh gosh, I shouldn't be reading the comments whilst avoiding spikes. Sorry, let me just get past this and then I will read that comment. It was something about wanting to see Pipeline Punch in about RC. Oh my god, why am I so bad at this? There we go. Right, I really want to see Pipeline Punch F1 versus Riptide in Battle RC. I wish Riptide was available in the Steam Workshop. That would be kind of cool, honestly. Alright, we missed out on one of the seeds, and I don't know where it is. Curses. We are going to hit a brick wall, I can already tell. Which sucks. I really don't want to have to go through all that rigmarole. But I think we're going to end up having to replay a level. I mean, it's not the end of the world, it's just the only thing is, it's the only downside to the level being on the longer side, is if you miss something and have to go back, then you better be prepared for to be there a while, basically. Oh. That might have been the easiest 200 stars I've ever had. Oh my goodness. Just don't miss something to me. Oh, why didn't I think of that? Oh wait, I need to plant the seeds. Hang on, how many have I got? 3! Never mind! I got all the ones I need. See? It's all going according to plan, and I won't need to replay levels. Oh, I'm secretly really smart. Oh dear. I like just playing random games, honestly. Especially like a good platformer. There we go. By the way, for the record, because like sometimes I do get asked this, there won't be other things there won't be other games after this today. Like there may be more streams down the line. I'd like to try and do more streams again, but the plan for this stream is just Dracamar. There we go, got the bridge ready. There we go. Rush over. And yeah, at the moment we are killing things. At the moment we are like breezing through. I suspect that this could take 5 to 6 hours to finish through. So I'm curious to see how that's all gonna turn out, basically. Alright, let's go. And whee! Oh! We unlocked another form and now.
Hey, girl.
The thing is, this form pretty much becomes outdated later in the game. It's a long-distance projectile, like a boomerang, but I'm pretty sure you eventually just get a gun. Like, your like, eco turns into a gun at some point. But it works fine for now. The long-distance weapon does kind of make a joke of some of the encounters. Not all of them, because some of them can't be taken out that easily, but a lot of them can. What's your favorite game OST? I like Deltarune and Undertale. I freaking love the Deltarune and Undertale soundtracks, like, a lot. That's going to be a tough one to beat, truth be told. I love, like, stuff like Croc Legend of the Gobbos' soundtrack as well. I think that one's a pretty good one. There we go. And a seed, let's go. Expedition Freddy free. Oh, for goodness sake, no, you can't keep giving it awards, Shadowrush. No! You can't keep giving Expedition Freddy free awards. It can't take any more. Oh, also, Sonic games by default are absolute bangers for soundtracks. Like, it's not even a contest. They always have such good soundtracks. Go. The Buck Bumble title theme. They're teasing a Buck Bumble remake, by the way. Argonaut is teasing a Buck Bumble remake. Oh yeah, that's the next boss fight, by the way. Like, Argonaut, because they re-released Croc Legend of the Gobbos recently with, like, updated updated textures and new moveset. So they 1000% want to bring back Buck Bumble with updated controls as well. Ow! Right. Okay, so the skull, the crown is a circle. The crossbones are a filled circle. They should bring back the Korokyu series. I feel I genuinely didn't realize. Like, I found it so fascinating when I found out that, you know, there was like basically 50 games all carrying the Penny Racer's name. They're all similar, but different. Like, they're all different entries in the Korokyu series. So, if you're saying that you're playing Penny Racers, people get the idea, the general idea of what you mean, but they don't know what specific game you might have played if you say you played Penny Racers. It might be the most confusing naming scheme of all time. For the record, I liked the one on the PS2. I don't know if that helps narrow it down at all. Now that I think about it. Tim, it's just picture. Oh god, Tim Follin is the GOAT. I love the Silver Surfer NES track, honestly. There we go. That's one. There was never any need for Tim Follin to go as hard as he did for friggin' Pictionary. But that's why he's so cool. There we go. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I realized, like, oh, I was like, I'm going to jump over that. And then I realized, oh, I'm not going to make it. I might as well just land and see if I don't bounce off. Then I bounced off. So, yeah, it's just me being dumb. There we go. Got our medal. We're all grand here. Someone's done a Dark Zone and it's TV Time remix based on Tim's NES stuff. Sounds really good. I prefer. Oh, I am curious. The first PS2 Koryu game here was called Penny Racers, but in the US it was called Gadget Racers, not to be confused with the Pow Gadget Racers, which came after an US game. Oh. I think the one I played was the first one. AKA US Gadget Racers, Europe Penny Racers. If I'm getting it right. But at this point, I am not so sure. Sorry, I should have been paying attention to the game instead of looking at chat. But again, we can just afford to do this. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. I don't actually watch YouTube poops very often, truth be told. Oh, man. Dang, we already got the boss fight? Crazy. Crazy work. They probably needed to record more voice lines. Why is he YouTube pooping? Spaghetti.
Trencadis is out of control.
I love how Trencadis was just basically being
he'll
like,
destroy the entire city.
like, users. Oh god, the Final Fantasy naming conventions was really bad back in the day. Who needs Toho when you got this? There we go. And we're fully healed again. There we go. And boom. I don't know if I told this story on a stream yet, but one time when I was playing Repo with some friends and some friends of friends, I got told I sound like Stampy, so I would just kept following them around, going, "Hello, this is Stampy." Like just they do it like, because I didn't watch Stampy back in the day. I had very few lines to work with, so I would just keep going like, "Hello, this is Stampy. I've committed various criminal offences." And they would have me quote this one Stampy YouTube video where it'd be like, "There's a hole in my hula hoop." Oh, it's fine. I swear. Oh, and it disappeared the heart just as I was going to grab it. That sucks. That's fine. I'm not really worried. Oh. I've been told I sound like Stewie from Family Guy. Oh god, could you imagine that conversation? Oh god, if I die I have to do this entire boss fight again. I really don't want to have to do that. Not like it's difficult, I just really, really don't want to do that right now. Whee! Oh, I suddenly got full health. There we go. I don't have to worry at all. It's all grand. It's fine. Whatever. Do the roar. I do like that. I do like that bit. If you can do that, that's perfect. Do the roar. You kind of have to wait with this fight a lot. I remember once I got told that I could do as good Salad Fingers impression, but the problem is I was only ever able to do it once, and everything ever since has never been on that level. Well, there we go, boss fight over.
Oh wow, what a mess I've caused, right? I didn't mean to. There was a sort of cloud in my head that made me very angry. Don't worry about the city. I'll take care of all the repairs.
A little help wouldn't hurt. If you need us, just give us a call.
We are blasting through this, by the way. It's been an hour and a half, and we've already beaten the second boss. And again, I'm pretty sure it's 4 seeds we need. Like, aka 4 boss fights to, like, get to the final levels.
Another loss? No way.
So, like, I'm not saying that it's going to be this smooth sailing the entire time, but so far, so good. Yeah, that reminds me, I need to find another one of those player select signs real quick so I can, that's for the wardrobe, so that's not what I'm after. There we go. Alright. Why haven't I gotten the achievement yet? This sucks. I can also do pretty good airplane passing over predators. That is oddly specific. That is oddly specific, but hey, I like trains. Brrr. Okay, Astaf movie. Wasn't I supposed to get an achievement for playing as all 3 characters? What a ripoff. I can't believe I didn't get the achievement. There we go. I think I demand compensation. I'll accept all the money that I spent on this game. Psst, the joke is that I hadn't spent any money on it because they donated the key to me. So this level is a little bit more open than most of the levels in the game, meaning there's going to be a lot of exploration to try and figure out where all the hidden collectibles are. Also, on the early thing about wrestling, one thing that I always find funny is when I get to introduce people to the Twisted Metal WWE clone, WWE Crush Hour, where the story of the game is Vince McMahon has taken over all of TV, and this Twisted Metal clone is just the latest of his crazy ideas for ratings. I have beaten that game when I was a kid. I was like really getting into like playing wrestling games, so I played the hell out of it. Oh, it was really bad. I just learned that if I played as Big Show or Brock Lesnar, mainly Big Show, I learned that you could just ram into people. Like, Big Show was the way to turn your brain off. You could just keep the guns firing, ram into opponents with the boost, and because you were a Big Show, your vehicle was so big and heavy because it like maxed out the endurance and strength that you were able to just brute force your way through everything. I don't know how well that strategy would work for me nowadays, but I remember as a kid it worked out pretty well. See what's over here. Oh, one of the medals. Let's go. Are we talking about Drunk Driver Simulator? It might as well be. It might as well be with the way you play Crush Hour. Boom, boom. There we go. Boing. I feel like every time, like, I remember when I was thinking about doing the whole gotta get you to play Cell Damage. The funny thing is that I actually have, like, I remember, like, when we talked about that, Shadow Rush, because I was like, oh, I got Cell Damage Overdrive, and then we found out that it's apparently the inferior version of Cell Damage, and that unfortunately Cell Damage HD is based off of Overdrive. But then the funny thing is that it then turned out that I'd already bought the original Cell Damage for GameCube, and I just forgot. That's kind of the thing that I think happens once you start collecting enough games, is sometimes you will just forget that you have a game. That, and also my memory's terrible anyway, so it's a great combination. Anyway, that's the first... I really shouldn't do this because it's going to kind of screw me over, but I really want to show you guys something. I do want to show you guys something. Trust me, I do want to show you guys something. Just stay with me on this. Because I discovered something when I was playing this level. Now, I don't know if I can do it from here, but let's see if we can do it anyway. I started it from higher up before. So what you're meant to do is you're meant to activate 3 switches located around the town to warp up to the top of the building. Oh god, this is gonna prove to be too difficult now for me to do, isn't it? Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! I clipped. Okay. Oh my gosh. Right. Okay, I didn't clip. It just turns out there's a bit of extra depth to this geometry. Right. Sorry, I will look at chat in just a moment, but I need to show you that you can just do this. No. Okay. Oh, this was so much easier when I did this during the extras Let's Play. Oh, gosh. Oh, come on. No, I'm not giving this up. I am determined. We are going to skip past this friggin' level. Come on. Can the camera play along with me here? There we go. And we just skipped the entire level. There we go. Oh, let's go. It actually is, to be honest with you. It's either you do, like, that took about as much time as doing one of the platforming challenges, and there's 3 of them. So realistically, if instead of going to one of the first one, I could have just done that, and I would have skipped a bunch of it. So that is actually going to be faster. I've got to plant the seeds. No! Flip. I guarantee you it's faster than doing the 3 platforming challenges to get the switches and also finding them. Why won't it let me plant the seeds? Why won't it let me plant the seeds? Why isn't it letting me... Oh, I've already planted 4. Okay, that's why. It's fine. Right. Okay, where's the shop? Because that moon needs to sell me another seed. Where is it? Where's that friggin' moon? There it is. We're at the point where I need to buy a seed from this moon here. Zero mind to hydrate. Good point. Where's that stupid achievement I was supposed to get? Oh, I did get it. It just didn't notify me. Oh, good. There's one more achievement I need to get. Hold on. I do need to check. What's the last achievement I need to get? Plant the 4 golden seeds. Okay, once I do that, we are set. Every drink of water you have meets AI data centers can't use it. So even if you don't do it for yourself, do it out of spite to AI. Oh, man. Alright, let's get out of here. Right, we've got our 5th seed. Once we get that planted, we can continue to progress. I guess one of my big indicators that was faster is the fact that it only took us 10 minutes to beat that level instead of 15 to 20 minutes. But I do wonder what speed runs for this game can and will look like. Because I guarantee you can probably skip a bunch of levels, to be honest with you, as long as you just get the bare minimum amount of seeds. Here we go. And like I said, I'm pretty sure there's enough movement options and slight jank that you could absolutely skip parts of levels. Oh god, could you imagine doing the backwards long jump? Fastest any percent run is 1 hour and 8 minutes. Oh my god. Well, I can safely say we're not doing that. I couldn't imagine how you do that, truth be told. In that quick amount of time, because like, the only way I know to get it to progress is to collect the seeds, and to tell you the truth, to get enough seeds to progress, I just don't know how you do that. No 100% runs have been documented. Oh, let's go. We're gonna get 100% run. No, I'm kidding. I am not doing that. I don't have the patience. My most liked screenshot is Jackenstein taking too long on Mario 64. Perfect. Amazing. There we go. There's our seed. It's new seed, so we have to go back to trying to hunt all of them down again. There we go. Balls. Balls. Oh yeah, new enemy. You see that over there? That's not an actual medal. That is an enemy made to look like a medal. That's why there's no face on it. Boing. Alright. There we go. Pretty sure all this leads to is just a cage, but we're gonna push through anyway. There we go. Oh no, there was a medal. There we go. Nice. We go. And whoop. There we are. And we're back to the mainland. Alright, and I'm pretty sure the first seed that we need is over this way anyway. Oh yeah, there's one of the people that we're going to be fighting as a boss. It's a little guy and a giant in this one. back here, you. Boing, boing. There we go. Alright, some of the voice lines were from Hentai, My Hero Hat Girl. I think it's just high-pitched voice. I don't think any of these are Hat Kid voice lines. Because, like, I think it's just high-pitched, you know, female voice doing generic grunts. Ow. I got ran over by a boulder. I'm gonna have to walk that one off. Here we go. Oh my god. Why? What the heck? Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, back to what I was doing. We walk it off. There we go. Oh, there's one of the medals. There we go. We're still looking for one of the seeds, but I think we are still within the realms of finding it. Thank you, I know, I'm such an amazing player. Like I said, most of my deaths are just going to be from, you know, hubris plays on me shutting my brain off. There we go. Nice. And there we go. Swarm. There we are. Oh yeah, that's the actual intended way forward. Me no care about that. I know another way. So I'm going to first grab the medal. There we go. That's all 3 medals collected. Will there be any Battle RC or Battle RC or Rebel Rumble 2 streams planned or anything? Possibly down the road again. I'll probably do another fight request stream down the line. Oh, there we go. Boom! There we go, there's the end of the level, but I want to check what's over here, because I'm pretty sure there is something waiting for me down here. Is there a way I can... Oh no, that's just the... Oh, I really thought that I'd found something. Apparently not. Okay, so I definitely think we missed out on one of the seeds then. Never mind. Whee! That's fine. If we absolutely have to replay a level, it's not going to be the end of the world. Alright. There we go. Drop down. Perfect. Oh, we're killing it. There we go. There we go. There's another 200 stars, which I think we're kind of swimming in stars at this point. We don't need this many. And, oh gosh, we're about to unlock the boss fight, aren't we? Oh, no, not quite, not quite. Alright, here we go. What's this level? The R2 Steam Workshop update. That means my crappy robots will be fighting good robots. Let's go! That'll be awesome. Alright. And we're finally been released from our prison. Let's go this way. There we go. Nice. There we go, speeding through. Got another heart. We're doing great. And let's see. There we go. Alright. There's gotta be something that... Ah, there it is. I get a bit disappointed whenever I find out it's just a cage and not, like, a seed or even a friggin' medal. I'm like, really? That's all it is? There we go. Oh, come on, a second cage. Really? Use it as armor despite that R2 never makes it strong enough to survive. It is weird. Like, I think like balancing damage systems in these games tends to be a little bit more difficult than we'd like to believe. Hence why it could be so unbalanced sometimes. Whoop. Just for another cage, isn't it? But who cares? There we go. Gotta make it thick plastic. Meanwhile, in Robot Arena 2 DSL, if you set armor to like Steel 10, your robot, everything else about your robot will break before the main body will. Which is why it's not a recommended option, because like it basically makes for a near unkillable box. But everything else on your bot will probably break beforehand, so it's just not really the best choice unless you like someone make a really good one. I will use plastic one. I think that's what people do when they make extender bots, to be honest with you. Oh, well, that was pointless. Okay, I do have to be careful of these birds. They are Really? Okay, I tried to swing at it, but it wouldn't let me swing. Ow! You're supposed to slam down so I can hit you, you dum-dum. That's not fair if you just suddenly start playing by your own rules. Come on. Oh yeah, this is the area I was telling you about. Like, if you die in this area, these Okies will stay here and will spawn more Mokis in. I'm not gonna do it though. You'll get to see that in the Let's Play. Because I don't want to just purposely die a bunch of times and extend things unnecessarily long. Plus, there's an excuse for me to pitch the extras channel. And boom! There we go. Oh. Alright, and back we go. I've admittedly not tried getting roof shots, to be honest with you. The birds are relentless in this level. You kind of have to engage them because once they lock onto you... So that's why I try to bait their attack. Okay, it's the giant bird, which means I have to hit it twice. There we go. But because you can't run away from them like you can the other enemies. So I kind of have to just chase after them. I will put a heavyweight motor in a beetle weight. Good. There we go. Boing. There we go. There we go. Problem solved. Whee! Oh, another alleyway. Oh, did you see that? I just grabbed onto nothing. Oh, crazy work. Woohoo! And we got the first seed. Let's go. All right. Not too shabby, honestly. But we got to keep going because we... Okay. That was a... I don't know why I thought that would be a good idea. It's fine. Because we still got the seed, so I don't really care. Just check. There we go. Oh, and the medal. See, there we go. Oh, that's the fake enemy again. There we go. Boing. All right, what's over here? Oh, it's just another cage. Okay. Right. Well, I'm glad that we spent our time on that. I'm playing the stock bots for a tournament. We're doing another one this week. That's nice. That's good. Let's see. Whoop. There we go. All right. Come on, just do it. Attack. Thank you. My God. Ridiculous. No, oh, you're gonna ignore my spin attack. Okay, sure, game, sure. That's fine. It's fine. It's grand. No, I'm not salty at all. There we go. Oh, here we go. And let's see. Oh, and there's the third medal. Oh man, we are killing it. I love how smug that one is. That's the smuggest medal I've ever seen in my entire life. Also, we have now hit 2 hours. Oh, the seed! Oh, that's so good. We are killing it today. Oh my goodness. There we go. Nice. There we go. Nice. Oh gosh. There we are. Just breezing along. Off topic, I uploaded 2 layouts for a model train game competition. Both of them are at the top below. Very fair so far. Hey, nice. Well done. There we go. Oh, we are absolutely killing it right now. That should be enough for the next bridge, and the boss fight is unlocked. Perfect. Alright, I gotta go plant these seeds real quick. But man, oh man, we're doing very well right now. Those 3,600 hours are worth it for that. Gosh, yeah. Ah! There we go. Alright, and that's enough. Oh, I forgot about the little bonus you get when you filled up one of these farms. Alright, there we go. A little bit of additional progress created there. But let's go do the boss fight. Oh, here we go. So this one is quite simple. The little guy has the regular free hits. The big guy has more of like an actual health bar that's just separated into 3 segments. So it's like 3 mini health bars. Essentially. Alright, let's get this over with. Woohoo! There we go. So his attacks are very simple. He blasts at you a couple times, then he runs at you. And one thing I learned about this, it's not so much the ram that does the damage, it's the purple streak. And I learned that because he can crash into the wall, and if you run at him too quickly, aka when the purple streaks are still around him, you can accidentally take damage because of that. Oh. So it's something you do have to be careful of. Yeah, if you run at him too quickly, even though he'll be downed, those purple streaks can still do damage to you, basically. Boing, 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 boom. Let's go and deal with this guy first, because I do not want to have to deal with fireballs being thrown at me. There we go. go. See, that's what I was saying. The purple streaks hurt me there. Not the actual ram. There we go. Okay, it's a little too far away. This is just Dark Souls now. It's just as difficult, I say sarcastically. Let's just go grab some health. That's fine. There we go. There we go. I knew I could just brute force that part. There we go. Did he just ram into the air? Yes, he did.
How fortunate that we've met again.
I didn't speak to you the first time. This is the first time we've met
Thank
technically in this save. What do you mean?
Dracamar be a peaceful place again.
Thank you for helping
Oh my goodness, what
Dracamar
happened to
be a
I was
peaceful
completely possessed
place
by an endless rage.
again.
Oh,
He is a bit of a Muppet-looking guy, isn't he? Also, that outfit we got is styling, I can't lie. Oh, it's another great King Crad voice acting performance.
what the? No way.
No way. Oh, let's go. Okay, so we've already gotten like 3 of the 4 golden seeds. We are tantalizingly close to finishing this. Like, way faster than I realistically would have expected, but it is happening. I'm curious, can I jump across this bridge? No, I cannot. Okay, something tells me that I need to... Okay, will I get past if I beat this level? I'm hoping so. Otherwise, we potentially have hit a roadblock, and I know what to do in that instance, but I'm just hoping we don't actually need to go back. This is my daily reminder to turn on my Coco Melon to watch. Oh no. Oh, is this where we get the actual projectile where I said we basically get a gun? I think this is. The boomerang is now useless, because this is a more effective projectile weapon. You will never see the boomerang again. See what I mean? Like, there's no need for the boomerang anymore. The this slingshot is way better. There we go. Boing! Ouch. Nice, nice. Yeah, you should add 10 warthogs to this game. That would be... I think they should. Eco could totally do that. Wow, that was so devastating. I was truly shaking in my boots. boing. Here we go. And into the cannonball. Brrr, for everyone. I should play Halo at some point, honestly. Oh, that was simple. Sure. I might as well just check out what's in this. Oh, there we go. That's that question answered. Woohoo! Alright, and whoop. There we go. Ow. I love the fart sound effect that they do every time. That doesn't get old at all. Oh dear. Alright, let's go and open this one. Oh, Moki Balls. That makes a nice change. I certainly hope it's not the Rider's Barely Disguised Fetish. Oh my god. That'd be horrifying. Here we go. I'm gonna ignore that. There we go. Just gunning them all down. Oh my god, they don't stand a chance. Oh, that's what's down here. Okay, boom, there we go. There we go. Oh, whoa, whoa! I didn't know there was a gap there. That's ridiculous. Come on. That's sneaky. No, 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 no. Nice try, game. You're not gonna get me that time. So make Bowser cool again. They had it going for him. Bowser. Oh. There we go. Nice, we got a medal. Oh, we skipped past everything in this one, didn't we? Oh, I can see the glitch! I can see our gun clearly showing where the model actually had landed before they made it invisible to go inside the cannon. Also make it look like it was inside the cannon. I would be down for Master Chief with a Warthog in Mario Kart World. Also, Minecraft Steve in a minecart. Master Chief with a Warthog, Minecraft Steve with a minecart. I think they should make that happen. Boing, 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 boing. There we go. And one of our seeds. Nice. There we go. It's a shame, really. think the Wii U Switch era of, like, the Wii U early Switch era had, like, a lot of interesting stuff like that. Like, there was Sonic Lost World as well, which had, like, special, like, Zelda and Yoshi levels. I want Ray Billings in Mario Kart World. Oh gosh. You could put a Splatoon Inkling in a Mercedes-Benz car. I know. I know. It's beautiful. Ow. Battlebots, but it's just wacky races. There we go, and that's another level in the books. And I'm hoping that'll give us access. There we go. There's the guy we need. I'm praying that he's not about to tell us no. Choices. He's telling us no. Okay. I had a feeling this might end up happening eventually. This is the part where we've hit a little bit of a roadblock. Not an end of the world roadblock. We can absolutely work around this. It's just slightly annoying. Wait, did we... Hold on. How many do we have currently? So we've got 4. Am I able to purchase, or have I already purchased that's the last seed that I can for this? Oh god. That's great. Oh, never mind. Roadblock defeated. That, wow. We are going through this quite quickly, actually, which I'm not disappointed about personally. Right, let's go, and we gotta find a nice farm to plant our seeds in. I think that one came out over. No? Oh, there it is. Someone replaced the moon guy with the Legend of Zelda moon guy. Oh god. Someone could easily do that, to be honest with you. There we go. Roadblock defeated? That's what Cassius said. Oh man. That's what Cassius wished they could say, honestly. Alright, well, now that we've done that, we can move to the next area. Cassius versus Cassius Chrome. I think Cassius would have it over Cassius Chrome, let's be real. Alright. Now we're on to the next level, and we're trying to get to the mountain range, because I think that's where the last boss fight is. Or the last boss fight before the final boss fight, you know what I mean? The roadblock situation is saying, okay, Critical. Modern Shunt versus Chaos 2. Jeez. Oh, that sounds like it would be painful for Chaos 2. Alright. Okay. Not something I'm too worried about. Again, we want to keep an eye out for potential places where there could be seeds, because we want to try and, you know, continue to progress through the game at a nice pace. Oh. Okay, over here is a potential place where one of the seeds could be. What? Let's see. There we go. Oh, there we go. And just like that, I love the something situation is insane memes. Mafia Town in a hat in time being like, little mustache girl situation is crazy. Little kid with the hat going to Mafia Town and turn on all the taps that, all the faucets that control Island Volcano. The Riptide situation is crazy. Oh, that bird just, well, rip to the bird. Here we go, running along. Whee! There we go. And double check something. No, there's nothing back here. Okay, we continue to bowl. Oh, it's just another page. I guess we can grab these real quick whilst we're here. You know what? No, I don't feel confident in my forward momentum right now. Critical has like 0 range when talking about, which makes everything sound more serious. Does everybody to be critical? The situation is crazy. His situation with Logan Paul is insane. He's doing another scam. Oh man, I remember when I would watch Critical play horror games and he managed to keep that same monotone expression the entire time. Oh, I shouldn't have done it like this. Oh well, it's fine. Again, it's okay if we just die sometimes. We're already breezing through this game. I can afford to make a teensy mistake every so often. Also, it's for a medal, so don't care. Fog don't care. Wait, how come we're not making it now? I'm going the actual right way. Oh, never mind, we made it. Ow. I don't think I'm meant to be up here, truth be told. Well, that made my life a lot easier. Screw you, YouTube and your algorithm. Oh, yeah, YouTube's algorithm isn't the best. There we go. Boing. Actually, speaking of YouTube, one of my favorite video essayists is H-Bomber Guy, because I've always loved like his takedowns of common misconceptions or his more recent video essays, which start off with a simple premise like the oof, and it kind of escalates into just sheer insanity, and you're just kind of along for the ride. The problem is that like for the past nearly 3 years now, he's been working on one about Adobe. And it's like, when is he going to release it? I've seen that he posts about it on Patreon, but like, when is he gonna post it to YouTube? What's going on? I want to see him rant for 80 years about Flash and whatnot. There we go, got the medal. And... to be fair, the whole thing of YouTube promoting negative videos is a problem as old as time with YouTube. That's not, like... that's always been a thing. Like, I know that there's plenty of YouTubers who are like, I tried to promote a positive message, but, you know, my videos about, like, the worst games always get more views than the ones about the best games, etc., etc. Because unfortunately, people, you know, unfortunately, a lot of the time people want to know about what games are the absolute worst and how lucky they are to not be playing them, as opposed to what, you know, getting game recommendations. Go. Didn't find the other strawberry, but that's fine. I think there's like plenty of opportunities for strawberries at this point. There we go. Okay, so how many do we need in order to get the bridge built? That's the ultimate question here. The Forza 6 Horizon situation is insane. Okay, we need 3, so we do need to grab 2 from this next level. If we're... otherwise, we are going to hit a point where we're going to need to start replaying a level. Oh, is this the Hailstorm level? Okay, I think that I should be able to find both of them in this one. It's kind of, yeah, you do get a bit fatigued with, like,
watch out for hail.
Top 10 worst da-da-das of all time. It's one of the many reasons why I don't like making, like, why I don't think I'll ever make a top 10 worst, like, BattleBots video, because it would just be me dogging on bots that you've heard be dogged on, like, 800 times, like, oh yes, you know, oh Chomp, it flopped around like a fish, you know, that's not great, is it? You know, let's ignore the fact that it's a pretty impressive piece of tech. Oh, pièce de resistance. It looks really ugly. You know, it's like, I don't want to, like, you know, be part of that personally. Because I feel like there's been 800 videos like that. There we go. What? I don't know what's happened to the music. There we go. So in this level, you have to stay in the shadows, basically, because if you go into the hail, you will take damage. You can see, like, that little warning sign appeared above me just then. That's because I ended up underneath the hail. And I will take damage if I stay in the light too long. I'm not really worried about those cages. I just want to find the strawberries. Oh, oh, whoa. Whoa! Would Riptide be on that list? Probably at this point. Like, here's the thing, though. Like, the team isn't, you know, hasn't exactly been the best. But, like, the robot is... unfortunately, undeniably, a pretty darn good machine. Like, you can say what you will about the team, but it's hard to deny that the actual robot itself is pretty well made. Oh, okay. I know he's on Santa's naughty list, he really is. It actually was one of the things that I genuinely disliked talking about Riptide at some point when I was doing those World Championship 7 reviews, because it just got to the point where I was like, oh, please, I can't take any more drama in these episodes. It's making this, like, it's actually sucking the fun out of this, when every episode is just another drama session. Oh, there's more controversy with Riptide again. Oh, yippee. That's exactly what I wanted. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, yeah, it very much was. I just think I can go the rest of my life not having to... I think I could go the rest of my life without any more Riptide drama. I think I had more than my fair share, personally. I get that, like for BattleBots, they, you know, it was doing them numbers, that they was getting them attention and whatnot, and given that, like, BattleBots is, as much as we hate to admit it, RoboCombat's a bit of a niche thing, but, like, it might be good for roping in viewers, but, like, for people like myself, it was agonizing seeing every single week it turned into another controversy session. Whoa, sorry, give me a second. Okay, so I really just like hearing the Riptide and Jelly Baby drama, actually any drama, really. Unsurprisingly, Riptide had the least amount of time fighting. Yeah, it did pretty darn well. Oh, no! How? Why did I fall? I was on the friggin' counter, that's ridiculous. Okay, sure. Why is the warning sign permanently stuck up there now? Wait, why is the warning sign stuck up there now? I'm not even in danger. There we go. It's okay, I don't really mind that I fell, because there was no strawberries or anything. If you want a bit of weird drama, so Ray Billings back in the day made a robot called Great Pumpkin. You know, like Swamp Thing, that wedge with this little spinner? Well, back in the day when it was a static wedge, it actually started off life as the Great Pumpkin, being a static wedge with a giant inflatable pumpkin added. And it was, you know, it's pretty silly. However, it did get a win because a robot got caught up by shredding the inflatable pumpkin. Now, this caused some drama because the person who lost, I can't remember who, felt that it was unfair because technically that means that was an entanglement device. And Ray was basically like, what? It's an inflatable pumpkin? I don't know, I think that was a pretty silly bit of, ow, ow. Okay, there we go. I mean, there's a pretty silly bit of history. Oh yeah, it was a flamethrower, I forgot about that. But it was also just a static wedge at the same time. Because it was Robo Games and every robot was a static wedge. Oh, I'm gonna go to Robo Games with my wedge bot! How original. There we go. NHRL is crazy though. Like, I love some of the stuff people get away with in NHRL. It's like, I don't know how to describe it, truth be told. It's just wild. Alright, once we plant these, we can get to the mountain, which has our last regular boss. And then we'll be on the fast track to finishing this game. It's crazy. I thought this stream was going to last longer than it seems to be, but we've been pretty much breezing through this. That's always been a funny thing with Robo games is, like, throughout Robo Games' history, you'll see people who have brought, like, Robot Wars and Robots and BattleBots robots to the competition. You know, you'll get, because, like, throughout history, you'll see, like, Megabyte, Typhoon 2, Storm 2, you know, friggin', like, you know, like, more recently there was Malice and Lucky and Whiplash and all that. Manta, HexCD, and then there's just the 50,000 wedge bots. Oh, I love some of the oh my god, I love some of the crazy flamethrowers like Dutch Oven, though. I've always been a bit of a flamethrower fan. Like, Raging Scotsman was always fun, even though it was just a static wedge bot. Its flamethrower was so insane that it didn't really matter to me. And I know that the common argument is, but you know, that flamethrowers aren't actually that effective. I don't care. Visually, they are very fun. Oh gosh, I'm not sure I recall at the moment the Kaza Light situation. I'm just gonna say the Kaza Light situation is insane and leave it at that. No, there we go. Whoa, okay. Is there anything? No, it's just this chest. I need to find the fruits again, because this is the last stand for us to, before we end up getting... Actually, oh, speaking of, there we go. There is like a crazy, like, I do like how lax NHRL's rules are to an extent, but of course, like, there is a fine line between, like, the ultimate creative freedom of NHRL and also the obvious exploitation that can come from being able to get away with borderline anything. Also, if we want to talk about controversy, the Robo Games Arena, well, it really was not built for modern day robots. It's like if, it's like what I think would have happened if classic Robot Wars had been allowed to keep going. How we kept seeing the arena was shattering and whatnot under the might of robots like Typhoon 2 and whatnot. I think that's fine. Team Loophole fully exposed those rules, yeah. Like, but like the Robo Games Arena really could not house the robots that were being made. Like, Manta kept routinely breaking the arena. You know, Bunny Sorial of Malice got hit. Or not hit, they, like, but a piece did end up, you know, bumping into them, which really was kind of dangerous. Like, because, you know, again, these things are 250-pound killing machines. So, as much as I love some of the stuff to do with Robo Games, I'm not really upset that Robo Games is officially done. Because they would need to make a whole new arena, or go UK scene and just accept that they can't have full power spinners anymore. And I don't think that they would. I don't think that Dave Colkins was ever going to be willing to do that. Go. There's a bit of platforming over here. I'm curious what this leads to. Oh, is it just to a cage? I don't care then. Boom. There we go. Yeah, and also spinners just in general have been getting more and more powerful. Like, people have been finding... Keep in mind that Deep 6 ended up being made in the time of in more recent times. Like, we got to find out the limits of the battle box. If we're seeing robots that could push the battle box to its limits, then we were damn sure going to see that ancient arena get pushed to its limits. You know, the arena that, from what I can tell, basically had been, like, at the same standard for, like, the past 10 to 20 years. Like, no duh, it was going to eventually find its match. I actually remember, like, actually, speaking of Deep Six, I remember, I think Dustin of Team Deep Six was very outspoken about how dangerous the Robo Games arena was, and I was like, this is the guy that's known for breaking arenas. Like, you know, maybe we should listen to him. Oh yeah, Jackpot's really, like, they really refined the design as time has gone on. Like, I remember when I first saw it, I worried it was going to be one of those instances where a robot comes in with a big spinner, but not enough, like, power behind the motor to really run it. That was my first impressions back in the day when I first saw Jackpot. I was a bit worried that it just wasn't going to have the oomph to really back up the giant spinner, but they really worked on, they really made sure that Jackpot, like, can really spin that thing. Oh, sorry, I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, it kind of does, to be honest with you. There we go. Oh, an upside down face. That reminds me of, like, a robot. I think it was from Team Whiplash. I could be misremembering. They made, like, a robot with, which was, like, a middleweight, but it had, like, a heavyweight spinner on it. The unfortunate problem was that the robot didn't have enough, you know, because it was, like, so much of it had to be dedicated to that, it didn't work very well. So I don't remember it performing too great. Go. Have you seen Drift from NHRL? Yes. Also, sorry, my brain is also thinking about the final Original Sin matches. Even though Original Sin did get, like, absolutely stomped by the new spinners, again, it is crazy to think that Original Sin managed to go on for decades multiple whilst being, like, pretty much unstoppable. And it took that long before, like, even spinners could get to a point of systematically destroying it. That was a pretty good run for Original Sin, all things considered. And its fights were pretty fun, like the one with Manta in particular. I already could tell that Original Sin was gonna lose, but it put up the best fight it possibly could have against Manta. And I always like that kind of thing, you know. It's better than a fight that's, like, one and done, or a fight where both robots are, like, super powerful spinners, but then they hit each other in such a way that both get, like, you know, both, like, got, like, half their drive and no spinner or something like that. Because that can absolutely drag things down. Also, we are still absolutely going crazy on this. Like, I thought there was gonna be a lot more stalling and delays, given that I'm also talking to stream chat and whatnot. I was thinking, like, you know, there was gonna be far more of those kinds of, like, distracted deaths and whatnot, but then there have been. But no, we've been, like, for the most part, been doing pretty well, things considered. Like, there's still been distracted deaths and whatnot, but yeah. His first event, didn't realize he was going to go on to win second at the NHL Finals with a rematch, lol. I like the massive horizontal versus vertical big hit where both bots just go flying. I like that too, and that's why I was desperately hoping we'd get to see an Apex versus Deep 6 match where both bots would just get to spin up, because at their peak, both robots were the heaviest spinners, like, around, and I was so desperate to see what would happen if they were allowed to both just spin up and just go crazy. I think that, yeah, the boss fight's over here, so we're nearly there now. Oh, that would have been fun to watch me get split, split in half. Oh, that would have been amazing. Sorry, I needed to hydrate there. Oh my goodness. I love, yeah, big hits when they work well are really a lot of fun. Boing boing, boing boing. Whee! Oh gosh, we are already blazing here. There we go. And, oh, there we go, more stars. So far, so good. But I'm still keeping an eye out for those seeds because I don't know if we need them at this point, but I really don't want to risk it because clearly there's more strawberries to collect, and I'm wondering if there's like a last bridge we need to build. So I really don't want to take the risk and then find out that I should have been collecting the strawberries. Oh, that's the next boss we're finding. Ow! Mean. Please also showing you that type of stuff. Good to see that IRL. Nice! I remember there was a fight with Tombstone. Not Tombstone, sorry, Last Rites at Robo Games. It was an old fight, but it was like an early... It was probably like one of the earliest great showcases of like what Last Rites could do, because it was against like a robot called like Mosquito or something like that, and it sent Mosquito up into the lights of the Robo Games arena, which was a lot of fun. Okay, wow, that could have actually gone really bad. We managed to recover so smoothly. There we go. I love a good horizontal spinner hit, honestly. Oh, yes, I remember this part. You're meant to light up all of these statues, but the problem is doing that is a nightmare because to get one of the medals or fruit, I can't remember which one, you need to light up like 7 of them or something, and I can never find all 7 of them. So that is one thing I am not willing to try. I also got to see 2 of the hardest hitting US ant birds fight each other. Whoop. I like how despite being a horizontal spinner got an Uta. Son of Waiachi was always insane. It seemed to have like both the benefits of being able to spin up like a disc spinner, whilst also having the hitting power of like a bar spinner. It like was like a bizarre combination of physics that realistically shouldn't have worked, but did. Go. Boing boing. Whoa! I don't know if underrated was the right word for it, but... Oh, okay. Maybe overhated. Son of Waiachi unfortunately had that controversy back in the day with the way Walker rules were. And I think that's a little bit of an overshadow for it. And then when it kind of overcame that, that's when Tombstone took a lot of the spotlight. Actually, you know what? Underrated might be the right word for it, now that I think about it. That is true. It probably would have had to have changed. That is one of the shames when it and whilst we can argue, of course, Son of Waiachi wasn't actually like spiritually, it was fine. The fact is that like this is one of the downsides of like when there are certain rules, you know, robots like Son of Waiachi can make a pretty fair design whilst weighing 120 pounds with its weapon, whilst other robots can utilize that 120 pounds in like a purely meta design, and suddenly, oh no, now this robot is like super OP. You know, this other robot with a 120 pound spinner is super OP, and the only way of making things fair again is to unfortunately affect robots like Son of Waiachi. It's the same thing with like making static weapons illegal. It affects robots like Stinger, for instance, which and Overkill, which hadn't done anything wrong and were perfectly fine, in order to try and deal with like the static wedges. I think so that the Waiachi team is very clever, personally. Like they absolutely, like, even when their designs can be a little over-engineered at times, they're always fun designs. Like, I like the ideas of stuff like fusion and whatnot. Melty Brains, that is a complicated one. BattleBots has actually, like, the BattleBots ruling is, it is not a static weapon, as they were going to include a Melty Brain at one point, so that is actually something that they were going to allow. Ow, ow, why can't I roll away? Why couldn't I roll away? Well, I'm gonna lose this one, it's fine, I guess. I'm just kind of hoping he'll drop a heart soon. Okay. Is he going to drop a heart for me? Also BRB food. Fair enough, no worries. It's... Oh. Actually reminds me about, like, how Gabriel was able to get into Robot Wars because it had, like, a workaround. Its whackbot mechanism technically wasn't static, so it was able to get around that. Oh, gosh. Go. There we go. And then Son of Waiachi turned into a Melty Brain. Funniest shit I've ever seen. Go. Nice, nice, nice. It's always I think it's always a balancing act when it comes to like the rules for stuff like BattleBots, because on one hand they want to try and like create like rules that are going to largely be fair, so they don't want to allow stuff that's going to be overpowered, but at the same time, if they they have to try and allow the rules to be bent sometimes. To allow for interesting new designs. Yeah, he was going crazy. Oh my goodness.
What on earth was that?
That was awful.
My nose was frozen like an ice cube. And my head still tight, like when you have a cold. Well, thank goodness you helped me get rid of this cold.
And with that, that's the 4th golden seed. Let's go. We have got this. I remember Robot Wars' way of like testing new waters was like in Series 10. They actually were testing how to, if they could incorporate entanglement weapons into the throw.
This is impossible.
I think they tried to make it so that there were like very explicit rules, so you couldn't just have a net, but you could have ways of potentially entangling things. So the entanglement devices were all largely ineffective. But of course, it was also early days, so if there had been a Series 11, someone likely would have found a way to make an effective entanglement device within the rule set. I don't know, I just think it's interesting. Sorry, I just realized I probably should have stayed up there. Let's see, what is Mestral Moon? Demon costume? Let's go! Let's go! Heck yes. This is exactly what we needed. There we go. Alright. I am... Okay. Now let's actually get onto the final level. Oh yes, to get there I think I have to do this one. Did you know that you can sneak in 555... I was when you just add a heck ton of balloons when you're weighing it. They won't see it. Oh my gosh. I love walker bots, even if they're not very effective. Seeing Chomp be like gigantic with that turret hammer was like one of the coolest things. Like, you could just see which wasn't just an effective design.
Come in. My home is your home. If you apologize for everything you've done to me.
Apologize? But you're the one who turned Dracamar into a hellhole full of Mokies.
You started it? I started it? What does it matter? Don't be so nitpicky. If you are here and you're not going to apologize, then you have come looking for trouble. I love it.
The voice acting for King Crad is really not great, I'm not gonna lie. Whoa! My god. My god. Oh my god, we're dying, we're dying, we're dying. Wow, that did not go well. Right, let's try that again. We just got machine gun blasted there. That was crazy. I know I've beaten that boss before. I swear I remember it being simple, but that... We just got...
If you
annihilated there. Alright. There we go. That's what I was looking for. They finally implemented 1-8-10 Warthogs, yes. There we go. Now I remember why this was easy. Ow, ow, ow. What the hell? What What the hell was that? That is ridiculous. Like I couldn't even roll away because I was just got like locked into a combo. Wild.
Oh.
Apollo?
Oh my god. Is it just gonna keep doing this to us? Okay. There we go. Alright. Gotta keep an eye open for which platform has the button rise up. No, no, no. Oh, come on! Get away from me! Okay. Boom. Ow, ow, ow. Why am I struggling so much? I swear I beat this the first time in my first playthrough. Oh my god. Okay, the lasers is fine. I can work with this. 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 Okay, run, 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 run. Run, run. There we go. Woo!
You've gone too far. That's enough. Now you really made me angry.
No, you really made me angry. I can tell. You sound so angry right now. You sound furious. There we go. Time to plant the 4 golden seeds. Whee! Oh, I could have skipped that boss fight as it turns out. Oh well. Alright, let's plant the 4 golden seeds and get that last achievement. There we go. One more to go. One more to go. And there we go. And I got the final one. Let's go. I've got all the achievements. That's crazy.
With this super spring, you can reach Draclantis.
Time for the final level.
It has been very difficult for you to get here. And I know you had to overcome many problems and dangers.
I don't remember this last level being that difficult,
is
actually.
far worse than you can imagine. Despite this, I am sure you will succeed once again and free Kuroki.
Actually, saying that, it's probably going to be more difficult than I remember.
Thank you, Petra. It would have been impossible without you. Don't worry, we'll be back very soon. Eco, it's time. Super transformation!
All right. Turn into Big Spring, Eco. Turn into Big Spring. You look like bonus stage Spring. Stop pulsating. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go. Final boss time. Let's do this.
I have a little surprise for you. You'll see.
Okay. Strange name, but alright. Sorry, the Caillou comment just really threw me off there. Tell him Caillou. I'm sorry, my god, that's a funny comment. Oh dear. Right, back to what we were doing. Boom! Boom. What? Okay. I'm just gonna go back to what I was originally gonna do then. Also, why have all the buttons, like, turned into generic squares? Something is happening. Boing. Oh, don't care. What? What? Oh, come on. Okay, those platforms are moving pretty fast, to be fair. Whoa! Wait! Whoa! 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 No, hang on! I did the thing to stay in the air, and I got dragged down! That's crazy. I can't even be mad. Well, I am mad, but that's funny. I did the thing to go like, boom. Ooh, there's something going on there. Something's going funky with the physics. Something's actually going funky with the physics. I'm having my DSP moment. Like something funny is going on with the physics there. I got actively dragged down when that spin attack is meant to keep me suspended in the air. That is wild. I don't know why, but I feel like the game is starting to break on us. Oh my goodness. Whoa. There we go. Come on. There we go. This is just one of those horror games where the game starts to break the farther you go. Kind of like all these basics. That would be a crazy twist. If after all this time, like, it turns out it's on the third playthrough that it finally breaks and reveals its horror origins. That'd be a well-hidden plot twist. Okay, this part I actually do like. Okay, this part I quite like. It's quite a clever use of, like, gameplay mechanics for narrative storytelling. You're about to see what I mean in a second. It's nothing, like, groundbreaking. I'd probably stress that, but we get to see Eco, like, turn evil. This is for, like, I think the final boss fight. And so we don't have to chase after Eco, and basically, you see all the things that normally you would get to use. You would use Eco to breeze through the level, but like you see all as we. Oh god, what happens to the camera? Okay, let's try this again. As we chase after Eco, you'll see all these things that normally we would be able to use, like that spring, but we can't use it, so we have to go off the beaten track. And I think that's just a nice little addition. Again, those magnets would make this so quick and easy, but that's not how it's going to work now that we don't have Eco with us. So we got to do this the slower way. I just think that's a nice little touch, personally, to make the last level feel a little bit more daunting. Look, again, that screw probably would unlock that bridge to make it so we could just go through really quickly and easily, but can't do that because, you know, we don't have Eco by our side. Okay. Sorry, I looked at the Caillou hits again. I gotta stop looking at chat whenever you mention Caillou. It is like an ultimate jinx. I swear to... Oh my god, that's... Whoa, whoa! Okay, okay. No, no, no! It actually blocked our jump! It actually blocked the jump! Did you see meter of jumping. I thought it was meant to block horizontal movement, not vertical movement. Oh, that's really funny. Oh my goodness. Right. This part wasn't even a challenge when I first did it, but now it's actually causing a... It was a real... Oh my god. Oh. I'm actually getting nervous now because this is proving to be a bit more of an issue than it was when I first did it. Oh my goodness. No, the name of the character isn't Caillou. Oh, I remember this one. This was easy. There we go. Ow. Ow, what the frick? There we go. Well, that's eco saved. Lol. Oh, that boss fight was as easy as I remembered it being.
Break! It's you again, Eco. I was really scared. Eco! You're such a joker, Eco.
Alright. And now time for the final boss fight.
It's the final countdown.
Okay, here we go. Oh my god, we are actually at the home stretch. We've nearly done it. It was probably something like Kalu rather than Caillou. It won't have been Caillou, as funny as that would be. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, if I remember correctly, I did struggle once or twice with Robo-Crad. So I'm a little bit nervous about what I'm going to deal with here. I just realized I've only got one heart as well, which doesn't fill me with great joy. Oh, well, at least I got a... Oh, look at that, I'm fully healed! Close enough, beat him up, Caillou. Yeah, let's go, Caillou. Let's go, Caillou. Oh, we're getting the Toho treatment again. Oh, that was close. There we go. No way are we about to just decimate this. After I was just saying, oh, I think this one was difficult before. No, we're just about to decimate, aren't we? With this one, I remember one of the reasons I struggled when I first did this was because I wasn't sure how to dodge these projectiles, but I learned like watching the shadows was the way to go about it. Treat it less like a 3D obstacle and treat it more like a 2D one, and it would make it easier. There we go. I love doing multiple playthroughs or something, because suddenly the bits that I find easy, I die multiple times to, and the parts that I find difficult just become like a breeze.
Meet again.
Oh. Are you winning, son? Let's
Don't
go.
worry, Kuroki. There's nothing to be afraid
Oh,
of.
we beat the game again. Let's go.
Maker! Maker! Maker?
Caillou beat the game. We've done it. There we go. And we did it way faster than I was expecting. Like, I was expecting this stream to be like 5+ hours long, legitimately. But no, we breezed through it, and we shaved 2 hours off of my expected playtime, which I'm not complaining. That was, you know, it stopped it from feeling overly long. Like I said before, the blue guy is Eco. Like I was saying though, like, I do hope to do more streams as time goes on, but obviously we'll see how that goes, so I'm not going to make any promises there. But yeah, this has been a little bit of fun, and it's been nice to chat with you guys.
And
Well,
everyone
thank you
lived in
all
peace and
so
harmony.
much for tuning
Until
in
the
to
flying
this
pyramid
Dracamar
came
stream.
down from the
We
sky.
beat the entire
Of
game
course.
in just over
But
3 hours,
that's
and I
another
think
story,
I personally had some
which
fun
I might
throughout
tell
this,
you someday.
this gameplay session. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. Please be sure to leave a like on the video, on the stream before you go. You know, because that helps the stream VOD get pushed out, you know, across YouTube and to other people. So maybe we'll get more people tuning in next time. Anyway, thank you all so much, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.